What is going on, everybody? Welcome back once again. My name is Jordan, also known as J-Monster, and we are playing 4th Age Total War. We are picking up our campaign as the Elves once again because it would not be Christmas. It would not be the Christmas season if we didn't have elves just running all over the place. So we are going to use Glorfindel's army, his fairly depleted at this point army, to try and take the city of Lastbridge, and then we're going to move on over to Rivendell, which is our ultimate objective for this particular leg of the campaign. So let's go ahead and let's attack Lethbridge on the next turn. Yeah, it's been quite some time since I played this, so I'm going to have to refamiliarize myself with the strategy. I do remember that our Manish forces, our auxiliaries, are going to become very important in the late game, especially when it comes to dealing with the large amount of forces that the other factions can maintain in the field. Unfortunately, we don't have that luxury as the elves. Oh dear. Seems we're going to have a bit of an issue here. Obviously, we can't lead a siege with the enemy behind us. Aw, they don't really want to fight, do they? Well, that's too bad. Let's see what we got here. Cultists. Not really afraid of them. Grim Spears, no problem. Swords of the Shadow. No, we're going to have to deal a lot of damage to them from afar before they can get close to us, because it looks like they're pretty tough. Orc Raiders, Dark Bows, should be simple. Shadow Riders, I'm sure we'll be able to catch them in a vice between our Elven Riders and Glorfindel of Imladris, who is extremely powerful cavalry. So I'm going to see you guys on the battlefield. Alright, I have no idea where these guys are going to deploy. However, we are going to use our troops here to draw them into an ambush. We're going to draw their fire with our sturdier Elven troops. We got our threshold troops here supported by our bows, and then we're going to send our cavalry through the forest and try and hit them in the flank or rear, whatever presents itself first. Oh, look at this. Definitely need to pull them away from our general, but it looks like they're going to go through the woods themselves. But if we can get our cavalry in here quick enough, they might just forget about them. So we're going to go the long way around, and we use our block of threshold troops here with their bows to try and harass them as they come into the woods. God, I missed this game. I really love this game. I love the details that they've put into it. I'm just way too excited to pick this campaign back up. Well, let's see what we got here. Looks like they're going to take the bait. I see some Shadow Riders over there looking to block our advance. That's kind of okay as well, because this way they're splitting their forces. The AI really does have a lot of trouble with the more micro-intensive, kind of flexible formations that we're going to be using as the Elves, just because we don't have a lot of troops right now. So it's best if we avoid melee where at all possible. Those are Swords of the Shadow, taking a bite out of them. Where are those Dark Bows? Yeah, we outrange them by a fair bit. Can we hit those Dark Bows from here? Yes, we can, so we're going to do that next. Are we hidden? No, they can still see Glorfindel, that's right. This is, on the older versions of Total War, your general cannot be hidden. I'm sure they had reasons for that. But alas, our ambush is ruined. So we're going to bring these troops around here. Try and see if we can't distract them just a little bit more. Stick these guys in loose formation. Alright, we have that because we're not playing Warhammer. Whoops. Our poor bows, suffering quite badly because I forgot that little detail. Okay, well, let's put an end to this. Those are heavy. I don't want to send my light cavalry in there against them. But let's see if we can't draw their fire with Glorfindel and hit those Shadow Riders. We're going to bring our light cavalry around here to hit their Dark Rangers in the rear. Hammer and Anvil strikes. Let's move our Noldor infantry forward, along with, we're going to use our Threshold Spears to defend our troops there. It will let us be outflanked, but hardly the worst thing that could happen. Our Elven troops are strong enough that they can deal with it. Let's have them run so we get everyone in position. This is really what we want to do right here. Oh, they're giving us, it's hard. They're presenting us with an opportunity to get a nice charge here off on these Shadow Riders. And you know what, we're going to go for it. Yeah, Glorfindel's bodyguard, rather, his body as well, I'm sure, can stand up to a lot of punishment. So they're trying to protect their troops here. Run our troops here. We're going to support the... look at this. Get wrecked! Oh, no, they got their spears coming in. We want to get out of there. Don't want to screw up their charge too much. Looks like we are eating those Shadow Riders. Oh my goodness! Complete another devastation. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. We got some Swords of the Shadow there. We're going to hit them. Oh, we want you to get out of there. How are we doing over here? Our glaive infantry chasing down these orc raiders, just destroying them. Finally brought them to heal, and yeah, we're probably going to rip them apart quite quickly. All right, we have a nice opportunity here to take out a huge blob of enemy troops. We're going to jump on that immediately. Glorfindel and his bodyguard here being the hammer to, or I suppose the anvil to our Elven Rider's hammer. Oh, look at that. Look at the rout. The panic that induces in foes in Rome Total War. Oh, we don't want to have them stick in there for too long. Those spears are very deadly. Oh no. Fly! Fly, you fool! I wonder if we can hit both of them here for real careful. Look at that. I'm gonna panic both of these forces at the same time. And that's going to be the end of this These guys aren't Dunedain, they are Adunabar, the Adunabar relief force sent to hinder our siege of Longbridge, or whatever the hell it's called. Let's bring our troops over here. Put you guys on to not fire at will mode. And give our glaives a bit of a hand. We want to spare their lives where at all possible. I'm going to bring Glorfindel and his troops over to bear as well, and everyone else here can just run down what remains of this pathetic cultist army. That's right. You better run. We're coming for you next. Yeah, so far we've done a pretty good job at dismantling the Adunabar Empire. They're quite huge. We're going to continue the battle. I just want to wipe out as many of these guys as possible. Get our cavalry troops just a little bit more experience. Look at this. These orcs are not going to have a good time. My Christmas gift to you. Orc sacrifices. Oh, they're so tiny too. Look at them. So that's a really cool detail that I enjoyed as well. The orc troops are actually kind of to scale. They were a lot shorter than the elves, who tended to tower over people, and even the Dunedain, who were like superhumanly large at like 7 feet tall, sometimes 8. But that's gonna do for that battle. I think we've wiped them out. I think that that's sufficient. So I will see you guys back on the campaign map after we take a quick look here at who did what. Pretty small engagement. Our Elven bows. That's a lot of damage. Holy crap. They must have been firing the whole time. I totally forgot to micro them, but you know what? They did good. Alright, I'll see you guys back at the campaign map. Alright, fresh from another victory over the cultists, we are now free to continue our siege of Lastbridge, which will not last very long at all. It has a very small garrison, just a few units. So once we breach the walls, it's pretty much all over. Oh yeah, Lindir, I forgot about you. I don't really want to risk your life on 65%. You're the only spy I have in the field right now, and that would be unfortunate. Oh, we have an emissary. How wonderful. Let's see here. Agents. I assume I had you built for a reason. I don't remember what it is. Possibly... Oh, yeah, okay. We're going to send them down to Rohan. Looks like we have some problems down here, though. Who do we have in reserve? Not many people. How close are they? No, they won't make it there before our reinforcements arrive, and that's going to be... Oh, no, maybe they will. Perhaps they will arrive before our reinforcements do, which means we're going to have to send some troops from the other side of the river. Alas, we do not have any to send. And nowhere near... Yeah, we don't have the money or the population, unfortunately, to do this right now. Galadrim Scouts. I want to take you guys to get there. Well, we may lose that, but what we're going to do is assemble a relief force. Balanced build policy. Hopefully that keeps our public order in the green. Nope! No, it's not. Okay, we're in trouble. We may need to start diverting some forces from up north. I believe the Thranduil has a sizable amount of troops. Maybe it's best if we do that now. Hmm. Agents, I'm sure we have an emissary here. Yes, we do. And his name is Maeglin. I'm really not sure that a forest elf named Maeglin is the best choice for diplomatic relations, as he is one of the traders from Gondolin. His father was... I can't remember. It was Aol the Dark Elf. And he was not a very nice person. He ended up selling out his kin to Morgor for the promise of a beautiful woman, believe it or not. Let's just try an alliance for now. Friendship must first be proven. Right. I'm not gonna give you money. Maybe not. Maybe not a lot of money. Maybe if I did like 5 turns. Offer you this as a gift. Wonderful. Make it friends. I believe in... Yes, in the first roam you can do as many things as you have movement points for with your agents and your emissaries. At least your emissaries. I don't know if that applies to agents. An alliance, perhaps. Right. Regular tribute. Let's do for 2 turns. We'll just offer it as a nice little peace offering. Maybe get them to start to like us a little bit more. But yes, we are going to assemble our relief force here. I don't think Thranduil's in a lot of danger right now, so we are going to take out the entire garrison and we are going to send them down here. And we'll see if we can't make friends with the Bjornings. We are going to have to cross their land and just deal with it. Perhaps eventually we'll get around to destroying them once we've pushed back this Adunabar force coming in from the south here. But let's see. It might even be prudent to abandon this position in the face of overwhelming enemy odds. I think we might have to. But let's just see if where we can get is out of their range. No, it is not. So they might just get caught out in the field, and that would kind of suck. So yeah, we're just going to have to hold our ground, unfortunately. Let's move our butts back over to here, and let's think about... Oh, apparently we haven't even ended that turn yet. Oh my goodness! So much going on. I can't wait to fight Harad. I really want to see some Harad units. That's kind of exciting to me, because everyone always has a different take on them. Like Peter Jackson obviously has his take, and Last Days of the Third Age has theirs, which I tend to prefer. I like that a lot more. It's kind of like the medieval Arab kingdoms under Saladin and stuff like that. Oh, goodness! Oh, do you guys see this? Right here. Oh my god. Is there no end to the cultists' armies? Evidently not. I don't want to fight them in the field. I'd rather take Lastbridge. See if we can't get in there. Maintain the siege. Perhaps this is a foolish idea, but I think we will have at least 1 turn to make a ram, and then we can get into Lastbridge, take it from the pathetic garrison that's inside, and then use it against this very large force here coming to relieve the city. Alas, not much I can do for Langwyke right now. Fiefdom. I don't remember what this does. Driven out entirely, problems can begin to enjoy. I think this allows us to start creating human units, but we don't have enough money for that right now anyway. Our income's a little bit sad. We only have a few solid places where we're actually making money. These 2 in particular are big drains on our economy right now. Looks like those forces have fallen back, so we are going to temporarily relieve the strain on our public order. We're going to continue to move these guys down here and reinforce our borders. And of course, we're going to continue on with the force from Thranduil's army, although we will send a couple of them back to help defend their king, just in case. Which I believe also relieves a little bit of the strain on our financial situation, because I think they get free upkeep while they're in the city, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I would have to look. Hunting grounds. Elven lands. Yeah, I don't see anything about it in here. But if you guys know, by all means, tell me in the comment section because that's a useful thing to know. Uh-oh. Apparently they're going after Rohan, which is good. That gives us a bit of a reprieve. An alliance, perhaps. Excellent. Okay, so now we have some allies here that we can help. We have like some kind of short-term goals, and that being push them back out of Rohan. We will probably try and take the Woldburg if we can get a sufficient amount of forces. Maybe consider switching one of these population centers over to a non-Elven centered not faction, population base, just because that's going to give us a lot more flexibility with our troops. Well, and by which I mean we'll actually be able to field some soldiers instead of a bit of a shortage that we're having right now. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end the turn right there. What we got here? Kingdom of Rovania. Yes, let's be friends. I like trade rights. I like money. It looks like Gondor is struggling. I'm not too sure what these guys are doing right now. But regardless, we are going to take this city from them. We've got 2 rams right now. So we are going to go to the assault, and I will see you guys on the battle map. Gildor of Lastbridge. Yeah, he's not going to last too long. Oh my goodness, would you look at this place? Oh, the custom maps in this are just fantastic. Oh, I can't wait to do some... Oh, we could do historical battles on this. This is fantastic. I am really happy. Let's see here. We're going to send these troops in because I like the Mariners a little bit more, and I find them to be a little bit more valuable. So we're going to have them break down that wall there. Move our archers up here for the purposes of skirmishing. How do I get you to drop this? Right, F is the default. Glorfindel and his cavalry will go right here. We'll probably send them in first because, holy crap, they're so good. And we only have them for a certain amount of time, I believe, before he heads back to the Undying Lands. So let's make that a priority to use him as much as possible and as many decisive engagements as possible. Alright, let's go check out where our enemies are hiding. Looks like there's a large force of them right here. I guess they were expecting us to come through the front gate. Which is kind of dumb. These guys look like some pretty significant heavy cavalry. I don't want to piss them off too much, so we're going to use Glorfindel to pin them down, and then we can use spears to drive them back. And we have a lot of options there with our Lindon spears. I really like the area of recruitment themed units, like these Noldor swordsmen, who I presume we get from places like Imladris and stuff like that. But you also got like the Lindon guards, them being quite known for having a lot of spear units, at least in many of the representations that I've seen, especially in some of the submods like DAC. Lindon does have quite a lot of spears. In fact, they are centered around them being kind of like the Teleri, being akin to the Wood Elves, I suppose, even though they're not exactly Wood Elves. So it's just kind of a theme. Like it's a cosmopolitan force made up of all these different military traditions. I just think it's really neat. Let's see here. Looks like they're retreating around the far side all the way up to here. Hopefully they can't close this gate on us. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's more just for show. Let's see. They've got some swords here. We'll be able to plow through them. I can't tell if they just have really grim faces or like creepy masks or something. I don't know. Either one of those things clearly gives them their grim name, as they are grim swords, but I don't know. I can't decide. That's a cool looking ram. Uh-oh. Alright. Wonder who they're shooting. It'll be our Lindon guards. I don't want to lose them in such a sordid fashion, nor do I want to lose them. So we'll pull them back. I'm sure the Noldor can handle it. They've got at least 2 hit points and quite a lot of armor. Faster! Just the damn speed button. I can hear them going off in the background, but I don't see our units. By them I mean the towers. I don't see our units taking any damage, though. Alright. Well, looks like we have a greeting party. Well, let's go say hello. Through the breach! Once more into the breach, dear friends. And we're going to use our fast movers here to run around and take... Oh no, don't die. Run. We're going to use our fast movers here to run around and take these towers so that they stop bleeding us. Or maybe that doesn't work. Maybe there's no way for that to happen. And we're just going to have to deal with it. Well, alright then. We'll just get them away from here as quickly as possible. Overrun these troops. Except for you. Let's see if we can line you up down here. Be a nice shot to get some easy kills there on those Adunabar nobles. Drive them back! Yeah, these guys don't know. They don't know what's coming for them. Oh, but I do. Looks like they're trying to draw us in here. I don't think these... Yeah, I don't think these battlements here are actually functional. So at least we're getting away from the damned towers, who can only fire one way. I suppose this is a acceptable means of... Who are you again? Oh, that's our Lindon guards. Okay. But yeah, I guess just getting through the tower, or getting through the city walls is a good way to counter those towers. Okay, we're getting a little bit disorganized here. It might be time to reform. Looks like the Adunabar nobles are coming in. Let's see if that makes these cultists here turn around and fight us. I'm kind of okay with this, though. Let's turn that off so you don't end up slaughtering our own troops. That would be unfortunate. It'd be nice if we could get our spears in there against those Adunabar nobles, so we're going to throw them in as well. Let's get our Lindon spears back up here in reserve. Oh no! No, we don't want you to be in the thick of fighting. That's probably not a good thing. Run! Looks like those Adunabar nobles have been slaughtered almost to a man. Oh wow. Okay. His bodyguard is just unstoppable. See, this is why I have been cancelled, to use his bodyguard as much as possible, because holy crap are they powerhouses. They just carved through these troops here. Like, Glorfindel's bodyguard just charged into the city, killed everyone, and yeah, mic dropped and pretty much walked back out. Is that Glorfindel himself? I think it might be. Yeah, in the green there, that's pretty cool. He has like this, it's like that oval shield that you generally see with Celtic barbarian factions in Rome. Where are you gonna run now? You got nowhere else to go. We'll flank them with our Noldor and surround them with our Lindon guards. And we'll have our Mariners here in reserve. Don't want to throw my Threshold troops in there too much because I feel like that's just throwing their lives away. Our other more heavy units can do the job just as well and take less casualties, so it makes more sense to do it that way. We haven't lost a single person from his bodyguard yet. And they are fighting spears. This is a unit that is intended to counter them. Hey, what's going on here? Oh, you guys are still outside. I see what's going on. Well, we didn't do a very good job keeping our forces together as a unified well force, but we're no more worse for wear for my micro mistakes. Hey, I told you to run. Oh wow, they're just encircling them on their own. Holy crap, they're just pushing them back. They must have really high unit weight or something like that. Or they're just really efficient killers. It could be that. It could be that they're really efficient killers, now that I look at it. Get our Noldor swordsman here in behind. Complete the encirclement. No one will escape. Let's watch this glorious combat. Oh, they just look so good. I can't wait till we get an opportunity to actually start building our armies instead of just using our starting troops, because I want to make more of these, and I don't care how I have to do it, it's going to happen. And that's going to be the end of the Dunedain forces in Lastbridge? Longbridge? Something like that. I'm pretty sure it's Lastbridge. Hey, look who it belongs to. Beautiful. Is it going to make us... It's going to make us wait the whole timer. Oh, never mind. There we go. Let's take a quick look here at how everyone did. 332. did they really need the rest of the army? I feel like Glorfindel could have just done this on his own, and indeed he did, because like everyone else did practically nothing. But yeah, I'll see you guys back on the campaign map. Beautiful, absolutely wonderful. Lay desolate. Do we really want to occupy it? Or do we want to just keep going? You know what? We're just gonna lay it desolate, I think. And we'll rebuild it later, because ultimately my goal is Rivendell, and Rivendell is probably a lot more valuable than this pathetic little territory here. So we're going to continue to move on, moving very close to Rivendell. They have a tiny, tiny little garrison, and it's not going to be a big deal for us. But I am going to commit our spy here. I believe his name is, I thought it was Lyrian, Lindir, to following this army here just to see what they do. We'll also spy on them because that's an easy experience for him. But that is going to be the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to try and do them a little bit shorter just so we could do more of them. And they're a lot easier to watch. You don't have to commit like 40 minutes to watching one episode. But yeah, what's going to be coming up very shortly, I am working on our Akshi and Lore of Fire video right now, and it is going to be great. It's probably... I'm having a lot of fun making it. It's probably going to be one of the better ones that I think we've released for the Lore of Magic series for Warhammer. After that, there's going to be a Durthu video, which will probably be coming out on the 24th, because he's a Christmas tree. Just imagine it. And after that, I'm going to be seeing a lot more elves, I think. I'm going to try and squeeze in a Lorien episode, try and finish up that campaign, because we are on the tail end of it right now, before Christmas, before the 25th. Maybe that will have to come afterwards. It's a lot of stuff, and there's still a lot for me to do for Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you later. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.